Hello and welcome to this week's video. It's been a while since I posted a video on this channel, but hopefully that you are all okay and prepared for the winter season. This week we are going to do something different. We are going to review a plugin. So we are going to review Dehancer. If you don't know what Dehancer is, basically it's a plugin that allows you to apply 63 film profiles to your images and also emulate this type of paper with cyan, magenta, yellow color head, film grain. You can add bloom, halation, diffringe, vignette, and you can create your user presets as well. This plugin is for Photoshop, Lightroom Classic, Camera One or Capture One, I think this is, Affinity Photo, and works on Apple and Windows. So they have the iPhone app as well. Hopefully they will make something for Android in the future. If you don't work in photography and you work mostly on video, Dehancer has a video plugin as well where you can add the same 63 film profiles, the same options to video this time, which is cool. It works on DaVinci Resolve, After Effects, Premiere, and Final Cut Pro. But let's have a look at how this really works. So I have opened here my first image. It's an image from Scotland. Let's duplicate it and let's go to Filter, Dehancer, Dehancer Film. Right, so on the left side you have your film profile where you can choose them by going into this menu, or you can put all films here and just scroll with your mouse. Just a quick update, I couldn't manage to scroll using my pen, my Wacom pen, so bear in mind that you need to use your mouse with this plugin. The same on the right side, you have your tabs where you can further refine these film profiles and make it your own, if I can say so. So you have the source, you can emulate, I think this is a print film profile paper-ish. Don't know exactly, but I think that's it. Color head, where you can change the color depending on your profile. Some printers go more on the warm colors, so you can adjust them from here. The cool stuff on this image is the film grain. So you can see that it added a super nice grain to this image, and almost looks like this image is made with a film camera and not a digital camera. This picture was taken with a 5D Mark II. So there you go. You can make it more bluish, more magenta-ish. Actually, this doesn't look that bad. I think I might keep this one. Right. You can increase or decrease the size of the film grain, the amount of it. So you can add a lot, make this image super noisy, or you just can add a pinch of grain, basically. Resolution, the same. You can see how this impacts your overall image. And this looks already nice. Going to the film profiles, you have color negatives, you have motion picture, you have color positive, and this gives like very vivid colors, which is nice. Nice, cool. But you also have black and white, and I think there was like a silver tone, something like that. Oh, this looks nice as well. Cool. This is more bland. I think this is the silver. I really like this one. So it's like a Kodak Plus X-Pan 125, expired in 1979, which is super cool. Really like this one. Oh, like the black and white as well. Might keep this one. Just play around. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked now. So I think from my side we can keep it as is. Let's see, hit OK. And now you can see the beautiful grain here that was added. And of course, because this is a high resolution image, you can go and you can dodge and burn part of the image so you can bring more elements into vision. Okay, let's go to our next image. And this image, we're going to do something different. So we are going to restore this, and then we are going to colorize it and basically trying to restore to its initial glory. So first of all, let's duplicate the layer and go filter, new roll filter, and go photo restoration. Let's add some scratch reduction as well, because we want to get rid of the scratches. And this is a new plugin from Photoshop 2023. And I think it did a pretty good job. Now let's colorize it as well. One, fast swoop, profile. Let's see if we can change the profile. I'm not going to insist too much on this. Actually, I think this... retro brown. Let's see if this works better. Yeah, why not? So let's keep this one. Hit OK. And you can see, if I'll try to zoom in here, so you can see this chap is out of focus. And yeah, I'm not going to fix out of focus, but you can see that also the rest of the image is a little, let's say, soft. So I want to reintroduce the film element to this. Before going further, this image is from Susie Hazelwood. She has a super nice profile on Pexels. She has hundreds and hundreds of old images that you can take and restore and play around with this. I'll link her profile into the comments below. Now let's go to filters, Dehancer film. And because this is, let's try color positive. Fuji Provia, I think this is too aggressive, to be honest. Apologies for that. Okay. This looks nice. This looks super cool. Let's play around with film grain. Let's add more grain here. Basically, it will make this image pop. I'm not going to remove all these blemishes and stuff like that. It's just I'm trying to play around with this plugin. What else? Halation. It's not for this image. If you don't know what halation is, I encourage you to go and look at Nick Carver and Kyle McDougall's videos on film photography. There is one specific video which the guys are talking about, and they use I think it's Cinestel or something like that. Let's hit OK, and it looks good, looks super good. I think I'm going to save it and send it to Susie as well. Let's go to our last image, and this image is something that we discussed before. This is a negative that I found in the loft or in the attic, depending if you're a UK or a US. So let's duplicate this one, and now you'll see quickly how I'm updating and transforming the negative photos into color ones. So for this one, I'm going to image adjustment, curves, and I'm going to add a red curve. Just play around. Green, and again, I'm not going too much into this image. I just want to make it close enough so we can play around with this. Right, that's cool. If we look closer, I think there's some people there. Cool. Now let's restore this image, and before we go into our filter, let's try to remove the scratches. So we go photo restoration, scratch, noise reduction. I'm going to 3, I think, strength. Looking good, looking good. And you'll see that all the scratches will disappear, or at least most of it, like 90% of the scratches will disappear, but also will make this image softer. So because this is softer, we will add some film grain. So see here, basically the scratches disappeared. Let's see if we can make this even smaller with scratch reduction 1, trying to make edits that are not that damaging, because this is very soft here. Right, photo enhancement, let's see if we go 14. Right, looks good, and also the scratches, most of them disappeared, so I'm happy with this. Let's hit OK. And from now, let's add Dehancer film, and add our film profile. So if you go here, color negative, and let's add something like Portrait 800. This one looks good. This is dark. Yeah, I think this one looks good. And make it warmer. Can add more yellow-ish. Play with the exposure as well, just a tiny bit. And go to film grain to add back the grain. 1 is good, amount 20, resolution, highlights good, color, and I'm happy with this. Let's hit OK. And it's looking super nice. As you can see, we have super nice grain. It's like, well, some of the details disappeared using this profile, but mostly because I used restoration. So if I'll close this one, and this is a layer without restoration, if we go to filter and apply basically the same thing to this, you'll see that it kept the scratches, of course, but if you look at before and after, so this layer is with Photoshop restoration and this is without. I think it has more clarity, but not too much. But to be honest, this film was super destroyed. And I think that's about it, to be honest, about Dehancer. Okay, my final thoughts on it. If you are doing a lot of film restoration, or you're trying to create a profile where you are based on film photography, then this profile and this plugin is for you. I think they still can improve some bits, but for the most part it works. It works super nice. If you want to purchase this plugin, I'll leave a link below, and hopefully you'll get a discount out of it. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and comment below if you have any suggestions. And if you tried this Dehancer, I worked just a few times with it just to try it. But if you have more experience with Dehancer, please leave a message below. Until next time, take care.